Just getting that mash going. Let's see. Had a little bit of trouble setting the grain bed. The grains were so fine it was getting through my filter. A little bit hot. Got my sparge water set up here, ready to go. Alright, we'll check back in a little bit. So the mash is kind of going well. We're still slightly over, having all sorts of problems. The grain is too fine and it's clogging my screen. And I do believe it's causing an air bubble right here at the temperature sensor. When that happens, my temperature sensor will jump all the way up to about 200 degrees there. So I think it's finally starting to get sorted out here. Thought my temperature sensor was taking a shit. In other news, my brew pie took a shit, so I'll have to get this thing figured out. Probably reflash the hard drive and get this kegerator going. Alright, finally started getting that wort to clear up. Got that grain bed settled. Temperature sensor is still going crazy over there. Haven't quite figured it out, but I'm thinking the way the grain bed settled, there's turbulent air bubbles in here. So thinking there might be some air trapped up there, just taking the liquid off the sensor and increasing the heat and dropping it up and down, but we'll troubleshoot that later. Anyway, coming to the last couple of minutes here, and be ready for the sparge. Alright, so mash out's complete. I got my fly sparge running there. Trying to do this nice and slow this time around. Got some trouble hitting my numbers, so this is how this works. I'm gonna somehow try to fix my rims tube. I don't know how air was getting stuck in there, but looks good. Everything's coming out nicely. Alright, still fly sparging here. Just wanted to share with you guys a lesson learned. So before I was leaving my rims tube in the circuit, and my hoses were, it's going through the rims tube and then out of my pump into my boil kettle, but the pump doesn't create enough flow. So once this starts to fill up, it backs up. And I was losing a lot of wort, and I wasn't able to fly sparge slow. I would have to throttle my pump all the way up, and that was creating problems with excessively fast fly sparging, and I was never hitting my numbers. So this is my first time trying it. Shut off that one. First time trying it like this. So far it's everything's working out pretty well, even with the little bit of errors that we have. So anyway, I figured if you just go direct, just through your pump and into the boil kettle, it just makes life a lot easier. Sucks having to change all the hoses and everything. I was just being lazy, but this seems to be a more efficient process. So got my boil going. Ooh. Nice little soft boil. I got my 60-minute hops in this bag here. reduced my power to about 50% just to maintain the boil. And I have these all hooked up in the circuit, so the last 10 minutes I could sanitize all those items there. And then I've been using these on my brews lately. And then I'm gonna throw in, I found this, so I'm gonna give that a try. And then I used another enzyme from White Labs during my mash. So we'll see, it's supposed to just increase fermentable sugars. Trying to go for a pretty solid IPA here. But yeah. Yeah, on another note here, I got my starter going. I didn't do it until about 8 o'clock last night, 7 maybe. So that's still running on the stir plate. So I'm gonna pitch I won't be able to pitch my yeast until at least 8 p.m. tonight. So I'll put it in my fermentation chamber and use this backup ink bird. It's my Raspberry Pi. Decided to stop working. So, all right, so we're coming up on the end of the boil. Got about 5 minutes left here. So I've been running these for a few minutes. It's coming out of my boil kettle through my pump into my plate chiller and back up into my boil kettle. Yeah, and I have my cold water set up, and then a waste bucket. So we'll be ready to chill this thing down here in a couple of minutes, and we'll see how it goes on a single pass. All right, so the heat source is off there. My pump's still recirculating. I'm gonna try a different method. I usually just do a single pass and chill it down, and then I use my fermentation chamber just to bring it down before I pitch my yeast. But what I'm gonna do is leave it in the recirculation, and I'm just gonna turn on my water pump here and cool it down as much as possible, just recirculating. This little pond pump actually needs quite a bit of water. I just put a few gallons of water through on my pond pump, and just no ice. We got all the way down to 130, so put another couple gallons of water through here and just see how much further we can get down. I had some particulate matter in there from my plate chiller. I thought I cleaned it all out, so kind of got in my brew a little bit, so hopefully the whirlpool will catch all that crap before it goes in my fermenter. But after this pass here, I'm gonna set it up to transfer. All right, so I got my pond pump recirculating. Now it's just coming back into the same tank. I got my fermenter set up there. Let's see, I got my thermometer, and then I'm gonna turn my pump on. We'll start. So it looks like we're about 70 degrees there, 100 degrees coming in, 70 coming out, not too bad. If you really wanted to, you could add ice to that. Groundwater is pretty cold though. Yeah. So we'll just drain this and we'll be on our way.